All right, let's keep it rolling here.
Oh.
We've got, a buddy, Al. Folks, it's time for a victory lap, just straight up. If you watch this show, which I see you guys in the chat, the regulars, the homies, we talked about this 1 week ago, and I got to give you props, Al. You're the one who kind of cherry-picked this one from like a month out, right? Mateusz Gamrot, 1 minute and 5 seconds. Okay, if this was Mortal Kombat, flawless victory, okay? This was a washout, absolute perfection. You could not ask for a better game plan, execution, and fight out of Mateusz Gamrot. Jeremy Stephens, the puncher's chance. I talked about it earlier tonight. The puncher's chance, and that's it. Mateusz Gamrot didn't even give the man a chance to throw a punch. Goes in, slings him down. Jeremy Stephens trying to use a Kimura to essentially reverse position, and my man gets Kimura'd himself. Mateusz Gamrot, the real deal. My God, this guy looked good. Like I said, 1 minute and 5 seconds of just absolute perfection. What is there to say other than I had him parlayed? You know it, baby. Big time casher. Another spot that I say to myself, why did I not take Gamrot inside the distance? I mean, it is what it is. Listen, I want it. Let's not get too greedy. Al, what'd you think, man?
Yeah, it was just so easy. Like it was just so easy. Like if you go look at his KSW record and look at the guys that he fought and what he did to them, and these are fights where he was like minus 300 favorites and just destroying some of these guys who could very well probably destroy Jeremy Stephens. And that was basically, I didn't do the numbers like I normally do for this fight until, after the videos that we did. I didn't do the numbers until this week. This was just a full-on gut call because following a guy like Mateusz Gamrot before he got to the UFC and seeing what he was able to do, and you're looking at a guy who's like a minus 600 favorite against, really good fighters. Jeremy Stephens, it was just, this is a home run spot at minus 225. There was so much value on Gamrot. Like it was, I wish I bet more. This was just, this was a lock. And I never say that word. We usually say the L word, but this was a lock. Like Jeremy Stephens would have had to have hit Gamrot with like a steel chair to win this fight, because Jeremy Stephens isn't that good anymore. He used to be a mainstay, but like he's 0-5-1 in his last 6 fights. He's lost 3 of his last 6 fights by way of stoppage. He's 3-6 in his last 9 with the no contest to Yair. All 3 of those losses by stoppage. I put a pin on him against Calvin Kattar, because I saw what Calvin Kattar did to him, and I was just like, this guy's lost it. He's just there for a paycheck, really. And Gamrot, Jeremy Stephens is lucky that there wasn't any beef with Mateusz Gamrot, because Gamrot could have broken his arm with the way that inverted Kimura was. When you have that Kimura the other way, where you're pulling upwards on somebody's arm going backwards, you can do some serious damage. And Gamrot cashed at 11-1 odds, plus 1,100 to win by submission, which is that's.
Let me tell you, you ain't getting that one next time.
It seems like that kind of, it just seemed like that. There's a ton of value on that prop, because it seemed kind of obvious that was going to be what he was going to do. I know a lot of people thought that he's just going to smash Jeremy Stephens and turn him into soup, but with ground and pound. But yeah, that submission prop, Oh man, 11-1 odds. But yeah, I cashed at plus 175 to win inside the distance. And yeah, man, this is the guy. You got to fast track this guy because he's pretty old. He's like 33, I think. So we got to fast track this guy in the lightweight division because he's very, very, very special. And now that we got a win under his belt, we can get him going and get him. I don't know. I would honestly say just I would say it's kind of it's a big step, but I would say Thiago Moises would probably be a decent opponent. I want to see him get a decent step up. What do you think?
Oh yeah, he's definitely getting a step up. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I mean, and you know what? One point I got to bring up: Mateusz Gamrot, a guy with a single loss on his record. Not really. He won that fight against Kutateladze, right? I mean, I really think so. Similar to the Daniel Rodriguez situation, where the judges are the reason why this guy's not still undefeated, and it blows my mind, and it's so irritating that you don't get to market this guy. We know how important it is for a guy to be undefeated. It makes you so much more marketable. Blah blah blah, yada yada yada. And Khabib's still that guy, the only one who ever came into this game and left unblemished. You know what I mean? So speaking of which, how does this speak volumes? Because we were supposed to get Kutateladze tonight. He was supposed to fight tonight. How good is that guy based off the fact that he did have a close fight with Mateusz Gamrot? You know what I mean? So, man, yeah, it's going to be a step up. I'll tell you what, though, Thiago Moises, after getting rode around like he did against the Dagestani tonight, I don't know if he's looking at a matchup with a grappler on that level going, give me that one. You know what I mean? So, Al, this is one that we had pegged for, you know, what, a month at least, and sure enough comes through with just absolute flying colors. Like I said, flawless performance, and link up the caboose, chugga chugga choo choo. We're talking money train, boys. If you ain't on him already, buckle up, because I'm going to keep cashing these tickets. This dude is the truth. Al, is there anything you want to say, or should we roll on here?
No, and then this was another. This was it for me. Like, this is the type of parlay where I was like messaging my friends who aren't into MMA and was like, Gamrot, Misha Tate, and I was all over that one. Let's move on.